Shut up and sit down.
Welcome, guys, to this week's episode of No BS. This week we're going to tackle
Pain.
Now, I know everybody, you've heard no pain, no gain. You want to feel muscles, you want to feel the burn. I'm sure you've heard it all. But there's a big difference between getting a good burn and really working the muscle and pain. Pain caused by irritation, pain caused by certain movement patterns we're doing, pain caused by one of a million things. So you really want to know what the difference is and how to manage it. Now me, I feel that over the years, my 20 plus years of doing this, that I've become somewhat of a pain whisperer. Almost like a Mr. Miyagi. And through those years, I've learned a few things. I've learned, especially as I've gotten older, I'm going to be 43 this year, I've learned that you definitely have to take a little more time warming up and getting yourself prepared for a workout. It's not like I used to be when I was 20 years old. My warm-up would be, okay, I'm doing chest today. I'm going to do a light set of bench. I'm warmed up. Bada bing, let's get to it. Can't do that anymore. So you definitely want to get a good warm-up with some mobility drills. Guys, and again, we don't want to take an hour to do this stuff. Everybody pretty much knows where their pain is stemming from, okay? And again, I'm not going to say that's where the problem is. For example, the back. A lot of times people with lower back pain, it's not their back. It's actually stemming from their pelvis area, their glutes, hamstrings, that area, pelvic tilt, blah, blah, blah. So it's not always that. But if you take a little time to just as simple moving that muscle around, moving that joint around, that could do loads of wonders for you with your workout. The other thing you want to do, foam rolling, trigger point type things. Now again, we don't want to take an hour just to warm up and roll our entire body. It is a total waste of time. A lot of times, you may want to roll a tiny bit and just hit those one or two tender spots, which with my clients, after the first 2 sessions, we know exactly where those spots are. You might want to just do some trigger point work on those 2 spots, going into your mobility work, get those muscles moving, get those joints moving, and then move on. And then at the end of your workout, then you might want to do some what I call global rolling, where you're just kind of rolling the whole muscle out. Again, around those areas where you know you're having issues, and you want to just roll it out. It has so many different benefits that can really help with that pain. So wrapping all this up, what I want to say is consistency is the key. Consistency and the right program and the right actions taken by you, I feel will help get you out of pain 70 to 90% of the time. In conjunction with massage therapy, with chiropractic, all these things together will help you be a healthier, pain-free person, without a doubt. Massage are great. They're not long-lasting. Chiropractors adjust you, get you in the right position, but it's up to you to stay that way. And these things that I do and work with, and a good trainer will work with, are getting you to stay that way, strengthen those things so you don't go out of alignment as much, and you're not in pain as much. So you want to get a good program, be consistent with it, and give it some time. And I promise you, I've had clients avoid operations. I've had clients go off of medications. I've had a lot of success. Just make sure you take the time to research it, or better yet, talk to a professional and get the help. Nobody says you have to work with them forever, but get the help that you need to get started, and you will be surprised again what you can accomplish as far as pain management and keeping it that way. Now with the foam rolling, I just want to point this out. We've all been told how it breaks up scar tissue, and it does this, and it does that, and it does this, and it does that. When you're doing it at the beginning of your workout, you're looking to tell your nervous system and your muscles, hey, relax a little bit. Don't be so tense. Let us move you. Let us work you. That's basically what you're doing. You're trying to relax the nervous system and the muscles to try to get the muscle to move a little bit freer and a little bit more in your full range of motion. So then, during your workout and during your mobility before the workout, you'll be able to move the muscle in its full range of motion. At the end of the workout, when you're doing more of just rolling the whole muscle back and forth, you're doing a little bit more of the, like I always tell my clients, we're getting all the garbage out. You're kind of rolling the muscle out. You're clearing things out. You're relaxing the muscle after a long workout. All those things. But as far as getting in there and miraculously getting rid of all your scar tissue and stuff, I don't hold too much credence in that. But you definitely, it has its place, but do it with a plan. Don't waste your time doing it for an hour all over your entire body. It's a waste. Now when it comes to your workout, that's the other problem I run into people. Especially as we get older, especially if you've had old injuries. You've had, I don't care if they were 20 years ago. You're going to want to cater your workout, at least some things at the beginning, again, to help with those things that are off. Those movement patterns that are off. Now again, I'm not saying we have to sit there for an hour. I want to get you squatting. I want to get you hinging, deadlifting. I want to get you working your muscles, getting a sweat on, working on endurance, doing all that stuff. But if you're doing these things and your body isn't moving correctly and you're not doing the proper form with these exercises, number one, you're going to hurt yourself. Number two, you're not going to get the most out of it. And number three, you're going to hurt yourself. So again, this is where a good trainer comes in. They're going to look, watch you move, see what you move, see where your pain is, talk to you, find out your old injuries, see what's going on, and help you to learn those basic movement skills and learn how to do them correctly. And possibly, again, with some people who may have dysfunctions, as in, which 90% of people I run into because of sitting in chairs and at computers and driving in cars, they have some kind of pelvic issue, whether it's a tilt or a lean. I mean, there's different kinds. I'm not going to bore you all with that, but just something like that. There are exercises that you can relax some muscles, i.e. stretching and blah, blah, blah like that, and trigger point stuff. And then there's activation in those weaker muscles that have shown to help put your skeletal system in a better alignment. And again, I'm not about to sit here and preach functional training for 6 hours a day, doing everything perfectly, but I've had success, and there is a place for certain exercises and certain stretches and certain trigger point stuff to relax certain muscles, activate other muscles, get you moving correctly, getting you stronger at that point, and then the sky's the limit after that. And 9 times out of 10, people get out of pain at least by 80 to 90%. Now again, there's also supplementation that helps a little bit with inflammation. There's omega-3s, which are fish oil. It's in some other things like chia seeds and things like that do help with that too. We get too many omega-6s, we don't get enough omega-3s a lot of times, so that can help a lot too. Something else like turmeric. Turmeric's been shown to help with inflammation. That's another option. There's supplementation for that. The active ingredient in that is called curcumin. That's the stuff that helps with the inflammation and things like that. So yes, there's supplementation. And I'm not talking about Tylenol and all that. I find that to be a last resort, like ibuprofen and things like that. That's my last go-to thing that I do with people, is if you really need it, you really feel like it's inflamed, again, because inflammation is a natural process of the body. You don't want to screw that up right off the bat. Your body needs to do that to start the healing process. So I'm not saying don't take them, but don't make that your first resort unless it's absolutely, positively necessary. Sometimes, and again, I do this with my clients after I work on them too, so a lot of times they're sore from me working with them. Epsom salt. jump in a bath like we've talked about on prior episodes about relaxing and de-stressing. Taking a bath and putting Epsom salt in it will help relax those muscles, help with inflammation a little bit, help detox, all those good things. So there's a lot of things for pain management you can do that will help in the long run. Now, people, before I wrap it up, I just want to let everybody know that we do have a store open now. We're selling some shirts. There's going to be more and more up there. Please check it out. I'll have a link in the description below. So go on there, see. We're trying every week to add more and more shirts to it. Just some fun things you can wear to let you know you're into fitness and you're crazy like I am. So make sure you check it out. Thank you, everybody, for watching as always. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Go on all my social media. Ring, 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 ring that bell. And stay notified, people. We'll be back next week with another episode. I hope you enjoyed last week. Again, I always have a blast doing those skit ones. Always fun. Z-Man's been awesome in them. Please, message me, text me, email me, whatever you got to do. You have any suggestions, questions, I'm here to help. Whether you're in state, out of state, on the moon, wherever you are, I'm here to help. Have a great week, everybody. See you next time.